It's no secret that the largest planet in the solar system is Jupiter. Compared to Earth, it looks incredibly huge. But compared to the leaders of the entire universe, Jupiter itself would look small. This is Infinity, and in this episode I'll show you the biggest planet in the entire universe, as well as share some facts about the most unusual planets and space theories that will impress you. Let's go! WASP-17b. The discovery of the planet called WASP-17b, which by the standards of space took place quite recently, was a real breakthrough in the world of scientists. This exoplanet is located about 1,000 light-years from Earth and has a number of features. First, it's the first discovered exoplanet that moves in a retrograde orbit. That is, it orbits the star in the direction opposite the rotation of the star itself. Second, this planet's a real giant. Scientists believe that it's the largest planet in the universe. It's about 1.9 times larger than Jupiter, and its diameter is larger than any known exoplanet. What's more, the planet is even larger than some stars. For example, the not insignificant star Ogle TR-122 is inferior to it in size. This confuses scientists. They believe that theoretically WASP-17b shouldn't exist at all. Such a giant planet violates the laws of physics and changes the understanding of how large planets can actually be. Another interesting fact is that WASP-17b has an extremely low density, which puts it in the category of puffy planets. This is a scientific term describing planets with extremely large radii and very low density. Although WASP-17b is referred to by many as the undisputed leader, it seems that this exoplanet has a competitor. A few years ago, scientists discovered the amazing planet HAT P67b. After conducting research, they calculated that this planet could be even larger than the giant WASP-17b. Thus, HAT P67b is probably the planet with the lowest density in the entire universe. It also has another interesting feature. The planet is located so close to its star that it makes a complete revolution around it in just under 5 days. By the way, just recently, astrophysicists discovered another planet that's extremely close to its star. So close that such a planet shouldn't exist in principle, but it defies all laws of physics. Stay tuned to take a look at it, as well as other amazing objects in space, and learn the most unusual and mystical space theories. LTT 9779b. The planet LTT 9779b is very close to its star, whereas the giant HAT P67b takes about 5 days to orbit its star. This member of the ultra-hot Neptune class circles its star in only 19 hours. Astrophysicists believe that the temperature of the planet must exceed the melting point of steel, which in theory makes the existence of LTT 9779b impossible. The planet should have evaporated long ago, but it continues to exist. By performing calculations, astrophysicists found that the planet's surface temperature is about 3,632 degrees Fahrenheit. That's a lot, but much lower than the temperature originally thought. But how is that possible? According to scientists, this planet is also unusual because due to the dense cloud cover, it reflects most of the light that falls on it. The heat absorbed by the upper atmosphere is emitted as infrared radiation back into space, which is why the planet hasn't yet burned into flames. GJ-367b. Here's another planet in this episode that even reputable scientists call impossible. Planet GJ-367b, which by space standards was discovered just some days ago, is similar to the ones I've already told you about. It revolves very fast around its star. A year there only lasts 8 hours. But even our fast Mercury, which makes a rotation around the Sun in just 88 days, is a slow snail compared to this rapid space object. Astronomers have calculated that because of its extreme proximity to its star, GJ-367b receives 500 times as much radiation as Earth does from the Sun. Under such extreme conditions, any atmosphere should have long ago evaporated, along with any signs of life. But GJ-367b is still holding on. What's also surprising is that the neighbors of this strange planet may be in a habitable zone. That is, the conditions of life on these exoplanets. It's unknown how this is possible, but space knows how to amaze with its mysteries. Next up is another space mystery, but it's no longer a planet, but a black hole. Throughout the history of astrophysics, scientists have discovered a bunch of different black holes, but only this year they stumbled upon an unusual wandering black hole. By the way, it's located right in our galaxy. Its peculiarity is that it travels alone through the Milky Way at a speed of 28 miles per second. Astrophysicists have determined that this black hole is located at a distance of just over 5,000 light-years from Earth. Its speed suggests that it must have been blown away by the supernova that spawned it, sending it on a lonely journey through the galaxy. Although the speed of this wandering giant is impressive, on the scale of space it's nothing. This black hole poses no danger to us. But everything is not so bright. Scientists believe that their sensational finding is only the tip of the iceberg, and that the Milky Way is likely to be littered with many wandering black holes. Very soon, one of them may be near us, and then it'll devour us. But in general, not all black holes are voracious objects that do nothing but suck up everything in their vicinity. A recent discovery by scientists confirms this. A few months ago, they discovered a black star that doesn't absorb stars, but on the contrary, generates them. The discovery was a sensation because this is the first known to science case of such a phenomenon. The unique black hole is located in the galaxy Henize 2-10, 30 million light-years from Earth. Stars in this galaxy are much smaller than in our Milky Way, and the black hole is located in the center. Because of this, the supermassive black hole promotes star formation by compressing the cloud of gas rather than hindering it or absorbing stars, as is usually the case. In images from the Hubble telescope, researchers noticed a stream of hot gas connecting the black hole and region closest to it where stars are formed. Speaking of black holes, according to one theory, it was a giant black hole that gave birth to our entire universe. However, the most common theory is that the universe was created by the Big Bang. I think you've all heard of this theory, which explains the beginning of everything. According to it, from a singularity, a tiny compressed particle, the universe arose, which is still expanding, stretching, and simultaneously cooling, moving further beyond its original point of formation. But what if everything is not so, and the Big Bang was the result of a big collision? Some theorists believe that our universe originated from a collision with another universe. In this theory, the universe has a cylindrical shape, and events occurring in it periodically repeat themselves. Although many modern scientists find this theory interesting, they think it's too complicated and not completely logical. What is the universe in the first place? In fact, the word has no clear definition. Some people think that the universe is an infinite cosmos. Some think it's the whole world, and some don't even know how to describe this huge something. There are those who believe that the universe is an illusion. According to this theory, our bodies are not really three-dimensional objects, but instead, we all live inside a two-dimensional hologram. The idea that the universe is a hologram is based on the assumption that space and time in the universe are not continuous. Instead, they're represented by pixels, so one cannot zoom in and out of the universe indefinitely, getting deeper and deeper into the essence of things. Upon reaching a certain value of the magnification scale, the universe takes form of an image with a very low and uninformative quality. Pulsars are beacons. Whatever the universe really is, it's still beautiful. And some of the most remarkable objects in the universe are pulsars, cosmic sources of various kinds of radiation that come to the Earth in form of pulses. But that's the official definition of scientists, who have been observing these radiations for decades. Many theorists believe that pulsars are not just random signals coming from distant corners of space, but meaningful signals sent to us by representatives of alien civilizations. For this reason, theorists call pulsars giant alien beacons. In a bit more detail, pulsars are sources of radiation. They release it every few seconds, or hundredths of a second, as they rotate. The emitted beams of this energy pass through the entire universe. The regular and repetitive emissions of pulsars is accepted by some theorists as a means of communication. Although so far none of the signals received from these cosmic objects has been so complex or structured as to suggest that the pulse is a form of communication or a message transmitted, theorists aren't giving up hope. They believe that we just haven't gotten that long-awaited signal yet, or that we haven't yet learned how to properly analyze mysterious pulsars. Who knows? Maybe the more advanced civilizations of the universe are waiting right now for us to evolve and be able to decipher their messages. Pulsars are a real mystery of space, but many scientists and theorists call dark energy an even more mysterious thing. According to some theorists, if you look at the universe, or part of it, for a long time, this process will destroy it. And some people believe that observing dark energy destabilizes our reality. To make it clearer, let's look at the numbers. Currently, scientists believe that matter occupies only about 4% of space in the universe. More than 26% is reserved for dark matter, which cannot be touched or seen because of its properties. But scientists are aware of its existence because of the gravitational effects it produces on other objects in space. About 70% of the space that remains is occupied by dark energy. Scientists are not yet quite sure what it is, but it's this invisible force that they believe is the accelerating factor in the expansion of the universe. These same scientists also believe that observation of dark energy can shorten the lifetime of the entire universe, a result of the quantum Zeno effect, a paradox according to which observation of an object can directly affect that object. Simply put, by observing dark energy, we can disrupt its internal quantum clock, which in turn can cause matter to return to an earlier form of existence. As a result, the end of the universe will come. That's all, guys. What do you think the end of the universe will be? Share your theories in the comments. Thanks for watching, and see you later.